Namaste and warm welcome to you all in yet another episode of The Glam Show. This is your program host Riju. On the verge of inviting different guests from different fraternity, on this very episode we have invited Miss Nepal Globe 2025. She is none other than Miss Riju Bhattarai. Let's welcome her on the show. Hi Riju, namaste.
Namaste.
How are you
Thank
doing?
you so much for having me.
It's good to have you on the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing. I've been really busy with the preparations at the moment because I'm soon leaving to Albania to represent our country at Miss Globe. So, sabai preparations heru
Okay.
ready bhairahcha हजुर.
70 plus countries
हजुर.
in an international stage,
हजुर.
right? Representing Nepal, not just named as a Riju. So how are you feeling? Nervousness katiko cha, excitement katiko cha, the pressure चाहिँ katiko छ त?
Surprisingly, I'm not nervous. I was expecting to be more nervous when I was if it was 3 months ago. I was expecting myself to be really nervous, but at this time I'm really soaking everything in and just trying to calm myself and just be present at the moment, because at the end of the day, if you're really calm and things in front of you सबै clear हुन्छ and mind एकदमै focus गर्न सजिलो भए जस्तो हुन्छ नि त. So I'm just taking it as how it should.
Enjoying the process.
Really.
Right? So एक किसिमको एउटा नर्भसनेस हुन्छ किन हुन्छ होला भने मैले सोधेको क्वेसन चाहिँ यहाँलाई प्रिभियस कन्टेस्टेन्टहरूको चाहिँ द वे दे प्रेजेन्टेड नेपाल हैन के किसिमको एक हिसाबको उहाँहरूले एउटा नेपालको लागि चाहिँ प्राइड होस् भनेर चाहिँ उहाँहरूले कम्पिटिसनमा चाहिँ राम्रो र्याङ्किङ पनि एउटा ल्याउनु भयो हैन त्यो हिसाबले गर्दा अलिकति प्रेसराइज फिल त हुन्छ नि पक्कै पनि बिकज त्यो एक्सपेक्टेसन हुन्छ त्यो क्राउन लिएर जाँदै गर्दा नेपाल भनेर आफूले आफूलाई चिनाइराख्दा हैन सो त्यो त हुन्छ नि बट देन स्टिल यु से द्याट यु नट नर्भस एट अल एन्ड यु मोर एक्साइटेड त्यो एक्साइटमेन्टले चाहिँ नर्भसलाई नै टप गरेको छ त्यो भएको भएर चाहिँ जर्नी अझै रमाइलो भइरहेको छ
Exactly, because last year our representation was so good. Monica Adhikari, she represented us at Miss Globe and she got the top 15 placement. It was our very first placement, and obviously you have a benchmark, but also you should understand that she is your inspiration. You should not take it as pressure, and त्यसलाई मैले कसरी मिट गर्न सक्छु अथवा त्यसलाई मैले अझ कसरी राम्रो गर्न सक्छु अथवा त्यो भन्दा चाहिँ म कम गर्दिन भन्ने हिसाबले चाहिँ त्यसरी नै आफूलाई प्रिपेयर गरिरहे. एन्ड अर्को चाहिँ एक्साइटेड हुनुको अर्को रिजन चाहिँ आई थिङ्क मेबी इट्स बिकज माई फर्स्ट इन्टरनेसनल ट्रिप पनि, माई फर्स्ट टाइम इन युरोप, फर्स्ट टाइम in Albania. So त्यसले चाहिँ I think nervousness लाई exceed गरिरहेछ अरू इमोसन्सहरूले.
Wish you all the best, Riju, for that as well. So moving on, you come from the chemistry background, right? So chemistry को त्यो approach ले चाहिँ pageantry मा join गर्न or step गर्न चाहिँ कतिको help भयो or होइन एकदमै totally नयाँ field मा आए. What am I doing with myself? I was playing with those chemical reaction or different गरेर चाहिँ तपाईले त्यो नयाँ कुराहरू लिइराख्नु भएको थियो हैन सो ल्याबमा केमिकल्सहरू मिक्स गरिराख्दाखेरि फेरि टोटली नयाँ वर्ल्डमा आएर pageantryमा वाक्सहरू मिक्स गर्दा टकहरू द वे यु प्रेजेन्ट योरसेल्फ मेकअप्स हैन सो सबै कुराहरू हुन्छ नि त सो टोटली नयाँ फिल्डमा नयाँ वर्ल्डमा आए जस्तो लाग्यो कि होइन पहिलादेखि नै अलिकति जानेको बुझेको फिल्ड नै हो जस्तो लागिरहेको थियो.
Surprisingly, I see so much similarities between chemistry, the field of chemistry in here. First, because in the lab, we cannot sit and work. We always have to stand up and, like you said, practice our reactions and play with the chemicals. Yeah, pani we cannot really sit. We always have to stand and walk the runway, and this much similarities देख्छु. And अर्को चाहिँ you really don't know what's going to happen when you're inside the chemistry lab. Anything can happen. Chemicals can blast and कस्तो uncertain environment हुन्छ नि त. There's so many toxic, dangerous chemicals around you, and you have to be very careful and be very calm. And यसमा पनि I think pageantry मा पनि everything is uncertain नि. केही fix हुँदैन. You don't know what placement you're going to get. You don't know if you're going to win. You don't even know if you're going to be placed or not. So म चाहिँ सिमिलारिटिज देख्छु एन्ड यो दुइटै फिल्डमा म यसरी लागि परेको छु कि एज इफ यो दुइटै मेरो हो म आइम बोथ मेन्ट टु बी इन बोथ अफ दिस फिल्ड्स भनेर नै अगाडि बढिरहेको छु.
ओके So when you first say that I want to join pageantry हैन फ्यामिलीमा कुरा राख्दाखेरि what was their response अनि कसरी लिनु भयो यहाँको कुरालाई were they very supportive or they had some kind of opinions because of हुन्छ नि बाहिरबाट सुनेको र आफू नै हुनु भनेको it's totally different things. So what was their response or reaction like?
My mom was very supportive, maybe because she had seen that त्यो मलाई कति इच्छा छ भनेर आई थिङ्क मम्मीले देख्नुहुन्छ बिकज मेरो सबैभन्दा क्लोजेस्ट फ्यामिली मेम्बर चाहिँ मेरो मम्मी नै हो मेरो लागि बट माई ड्याड वाजन्ट स्योर एट अल ही वाज लाइक ही सेड व्हाट आर यु गोना डु लाइक डु यु इभन नो एनिथिङ अबाउट दिस फिल्ड पेजेन्ट्रीमा हाम्रो कुनै पनि इभन लाइक रिलेटिभ्सहरू पनि वी डोन्ट ह्याभ एनी वान हु एन्डेड अप बिङ अ ब्युटी क्विन्स यु आर गोना बी द फर्स्ट वान त्यो फिल्डमा भनेर चाहिँ ही वाजन्ट स्योर एट द बिगिनिङ बट नाउ चाहिँ माई ड्याड इन्जोयज इट मोर देन माई मम बिकज ममले चाहिँ फलो गर्नुभएको धेरै वर्ष भएर इट काइन्ड अफ लाइक डजन्ट एक्साइट यु एनी मोर नि त धेरै वर्ष भइसकेपछि बट ड्याडले चाहिँ फलो गर्नुभएको लाइक 1 वर्ष जति भयो होला सो इनिसियल स्टेज अफ त्यो फ्यानको पनि एउटा स्टेजेसहरू हुन्छ नि initial stage they really enjoy everything so he's at त्यो स्टेजमा एन्ड ही हेज बिन सेइङ कि मलाई अति एकदम रमाइलो लागिरहेको छ यु जस्ट गो एन्ड गेट द प्लेसमेन्ट अर लाइक डु समथिङ रियली इन्क्रेडिबल फर आवर कन्ट्री त्यसको नाम राख र मलाई राम्रो लागिरहेछ लाइक तिम्रो रिप्रेजेन्टेसन एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ द्याट युआर डुइङ मलाई प्राउड फिल भइरहेछ चाहिँ भन्नुहुन्छ
ओके नाउ ही इज भेरी सपोर्टिभ इनिशियली मेबी ही ह्याड नो आइडिया अबाउट इट होइन धेरै कुरा थाहा नभइकनको चाहिँ अब कसरी सपोर्ट गर्ने भन्ने पनि हुन्छ मेबी यु वर्क रियली हार्ड एन्ड प्रुभड योरसेल्फ एन्ड ही इज लाइक कम्पेल्ड टु बिलिभ अन योरसेल्फ अन यु एन्ड देन maybe he's supportive त्यो पनि हुन सक्छ right so we just saw your the video that you are taking to the international stage right introduction video जुन चाहिँ यहाँले 70+ countries मा भनौँ countries को contestant हरु र entire world लाई नै यहाँले देखाउन लाग्नु भइरहेको छ नेपालको तर्फबाट र त्यसमा यहाँले धेरै कुराहरु समावेश गर्नु भएको छ आफ्नो पर्सनालिटी देखाउन लाग्नु भएको छ त्यसमा on top of that यहाँले road awareness safety को कुराहरु गरिराख्नु भएको छ हैन there are so many things so अलिकति हामी ब्याकस्टेज कुरा गर्दा चाहिँ यु अल्सो सेयर योर स्टोरी एज वेल हाउ डिड यु लाइक यो भिडियो बनाउनको लागि चाहिँ यहाँले आफ्नो पर्सनल एक्सपिरियन्सले एउटा फ्यामिलीमा भएको एउटा अनसर्टेनिटी एउटा एक्सिडेन्ट होइन त्यो कुराले गर्दा पनि यु ह्याड टु अवेयर पिपल आफैलाई भएको कुराले गर्दा पनि होइन सो लेट्स टक अबाउट your video it's overall it's very beautiful I personally really love that maybe the world will also love that and त्यो भिडियोले गर्दा पनि अझ नेपाललाई प्लेसमेन्टको हिसाबले पनि अलिकति माथि पुर्याउँछ भन्ने आशा छ so let's talk about that how did you create it idea कस्तो थियो कसको थियो र अलिकति त्यो हाम्रो अडियन्सहरुलाई पनि भनिदिनुस्
the video was created by Rajesh Shakya he is a very amazing videographer from eastern Nepal Dharanma and उहाँले चाहिँ एकदमै धेरै हेल्प गरिदिनु भयो कन्सेप्टहरु मेरो थियो but even a videographer has a really good role to play and म भन्दा पनि there were moments when he was more active okay like I was like I thought यति shotsले यति scenesले हुन्छ but he was more excited he wanted to like no this is not enough we got to do more भनेर so त्यस्तो पिपलहरु आफ्नो सराउन्डिङ्समा हुँदा चाहिँ आफुलाई पनि एकदमै सजिलो हुँदो रहेछ people who are more passionate than you are for you and they want nothing else in return from you त्यस्तो चाहिँ म एकदमै lucky feel गर्छु and I was also very happy कि I was able to show my journey मेरो family को pain because मेरो ठिक्क audition को एक दिन अगाडि मेरो parents को accident भएको थियो बिहान 7 बजे and म त sure पनि थिइनँ audition मा जाने कि नजाने because both of my parents were in hospital so त्यो दिन चाहिँ मलाई मेरो बाबाले when he like held my hand and he said कि just go and live your dream your papa is very strong I'm going to take care of myself भनेर त्यो भन्नुभएको अझै याद आउँछ अनि त्यही कुरालाई चाहिँ इन्ट्रो भिडियोमा you can see his scenes as well and he's there he's walking with me त्यस्तो एकदम इमोसनल बनाउँछ and response पनि राम्रो आयो internationally पनि pageant pagesहरूले predict गर्दा top 1 or top 2 मै राख्नु भएको छ so एकदमै खुसी लागिरहेछ त्यो response देखेर हजुर
that's really nice so you missed something about the video हैन so यहाँको आफ्नो passion जुन painting छ you missed that to mention right there are so many things that you portrayed on that video so let's talk about that as well so all the things that you did in the chemistry labs हैन so chemicals हरु mix गरेको देखि लिएर अगाडि आफ्नो hobbies लाई यहाँले painting लाई अगाडि बढाउनु भएको देखि लिएर there are so many things that you mentioned in the video so when was your journey of art हुन्छ नि painting को journey कहिलेदेखि स्टार्ट भएको थियो र के कुराले एक्साइट गर्छ सबैभन्दा धेरै यहाँलाई
I think academic त्यो chemistry को कुरा त as as you grow and we start choosing our fields to हामीले daily colleges ज़्यादा हामीले त्यो practice गर्नै पर्ने हुन्छ, but something like you said, like art ma when you're interested, you मलाई बच्चैदेखि थियो. I don't even remember. All I can remember is like whenever I would see some students in my class who were like really good at art than me, I always wanted to learn from them.
Wow.
I would like give them chocolates and like try to bribe them, like, can you teach me this technique, how you did that, भनेर. And त्यो गरेको मलाई याद छ. So I think you would say something that I really was passionate from a very young age, and I kept on pursuing it. I was never a trained artist. I'm a self-learned artist, by the way. And paintings pani garchu, but most the thing that I do and enjoy is like sketching more than painting. And sketching and painting are two different things.
Right.
And त्यो गर्न पनि sketch गर्न पनि अति नै रमाइलो लाग्छ. मैले धेरैवटा contestants-हरु जसलाई म भेट्न अब अल्बेनियामा जहाँ भेट्नुहुन्छ संसारभरिका प्रतिस्पर्धीहरुसँग उहाँहरुको पनि sketches-हरु बनाएर लगेको छु. Organizers-हरुलाई पनि सबैलाई सकेसम्म इन्क्लुड गरौँ. And सबैभन्दा ह्यापी त हामी मैले देखेको छु, because I've sketched so many people. They become so excited when they get to see themselves on the paper. So त्यसरी पनि नेपाललाई चिनाऊ भन्ने मेरो इच्छा छ through my work and art.
Okay. Also on top of that, people's happiness matters. हैन, so आफ्नो close ones को र the way you are going to represent Nepal, अब त्यहाँ त रिजु मात्र भन्दा पनि नेपाल भनेर गइराख्दा चाहिँ, so they will always remember, cherish that Nepal बाट चाहिँ someone gave this to me भनेर, they will like forever cherish that thing as well. Right? So moving on, अब road safety को कुरा गरौँ अलिकति, since you mentioned that in your video र advocacy project मा यहाँको introduction video मा पनि त्यो छ हैन. Road accidents are really critical and एकदमै डरलाग्दोहरु हुन्छ हैन. So because we need to be very careful while we are driving, riding, because एकजनाको सानो एउटा मिस्टेकले गर्दा पनि there are so many people that are affected on the roads हैन. So what do you have to say to all these things? And also South Asia को कुरा गर्दा त अलिकति रोड्स को कुरा गर्दा चाहिँ अरु कन्ट्री भन्दा त अलिकति डिसिप्लिन को कुरामा पनि ल्याक भइराखेको कुराहरु छ. रिसेन्टली हामीले केही वर्ष यता चाहिँ अलिकति नेपालको रोड सेफ्टी चाहिँ अलिकति इम्प्रुभ भएको हो कि जस्तो फिल त गर्छौं, बट देन स्टिल देयर सो मेनी एक्सिडेन्ट्स इच डे ह्यापनिङ. सो यो इस्युलाई यहाँले अगाडि बढाइराख्दाखेरि चाहिँ एउटा वर्ल्ड स्टेजमै भनौं, सो हाउ वुड यु लाइक टु लाइक रिप्रेजेन्ट, और त्यस्तो खालको क्वेशन आउँदा चाहिँ हाउ वुड यु वान्ट टु ट्याकल?
हजुर, आई थिंक रोड सेफ्टी यो नेपालको मात्र प्रब्लम एक्सिडेन्ट्सहरु हैन, यो संसारभरि it can happen anywhere around the world,
to anybody.
Roads are everywhere and vehiclesहरु सबै हामीले ड्राइभ गरिरहेकै हुन्छौं, and there is no life without like transportation is like unimaginable. So त्यस्तो मा like you said अहिले इम्प्रुभ त भइराछ, but my family was the affected अहिले just 5-6 months ago नि त. So हामीले एक्सिडेन्ट्स हुने बेलामा चाहिँ we just थोरै सानो केही कुराले गर्दा भएको हुन्छ, बट त्यसको इम्प्याक्ट त मेरो फ्यामिलीले त अहिलेसम्म बिहोर्नु परिरहेछ. लाइक मेरो ड्याड, ही स्टिल क्यानट वक प्रपरली विदाउट सपोर्ट, एन्ड त्यो देख्दा एकदमै दुःख लाग्छ. मेरो त केही भएन, बट देयर आर सो मेनी फ्यामिलीज आउट देयर, सम माई फ्रेन्ड्स देव लस्ट देयर लाइफ्स एन्ड देयर क्लोज्ड वान्स. त्यो जिन्दगी नै गुमाउनु परेको अवस्था पनि छ नि त. सो त्यसलाई हामीले चाहिँ कसरी हेर्न सक्छौँ भने वी क्यानट स्टप दिस कम्प्लिटली, बट द्याट डजन्ट मिन कि वी सुड लाइक स्टप सेयरिङ एन्ड स्टप like awareing people about it. So त्यही नै मेरो हुनेछ. लाइक अगाडि बढ्नको लागि पनि कन्ट्रीज अराउन्ड द वर्ल्डमा पनि यो इस्यु एकदमै रेलेभेन्ट होस्, एन्ड सबैजनाले बुझ्नुहुन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई. एन्ड थ्रु दिस प्लेटफर्म लाइक आई क्यान speak more about it and share my journey and how my family went through all of that pain and is still recovering. The stories share gonna you need.
Right, so you've got this platform and the voice strongly, and so you चाहिँ अलिकति आफूले राख्न सक्ने हुन सक्ने कुरा चाहिँ we can do आफ्नो साइडबाट. Like every citizen should be responsible. Also त्यसमाथि they've got this title already, and अलिकति प्रेसर पनि छ किनकि अब the responsibility title सँगै it comes to responsibility as well. So त्यो भएको भएर पनि. So moving on, अब pageantryमै कुरा गर्नुपर्दा त अब सोशल कजसँग pageantryलाई जहिले पनि जोडेर हेरिन्छ र एकअर्का बिना यो अलिकति अधुरो छ भन्दा नि फरक नपर्ला. बिकज पेजेन्ट जित्ने बित्तिकै देयर इज लाइक क्वेसन मार्क टु एभ्री पेजेन्ट विनर्स एट वाट सोशल कज द्याट यु आर एक्टिभ इन हैन. सो त्यो टुल सोशल टुललाई चाहिँ पेजेन्टले चाहिँ कसरी हेल्प गर्छ, अर लाइक तपाईँले गर्ने खालको अब अहिले पनि यहाँले आफ्नो एउटा प्रोजेक्ट लिएर जाँदै हुनुहुन्छ. सो यो सर्टेन टाइमसम्म हुन्छ नि, बट देन स्टिल देयर आर सो मेनी थिङ्स इन सोसाइटी द्याट वी सुड वर्क इन हैन. एउटा कुरा हेर्दै गर्दा अर्को कुरालाई हामीले छुटेको हो कि भन्ने फिल जहिले पनि भइरहेको छ. सो स्ट्रङली एडभोकेट गर्ने र आउने दिनमा चाहिँ यहाँलाई के कस्तो कजमा चाहिँ काम गर्ने इच्छा छ त?
अहिले हजुरले क्वेसन गर्दै गर्दा चाहिँ एउटा कुरा माइन्डमा आयो, लाइक Julia Morleyले भन्नुभएको त्यो quote isn't it better to like light one candle than to stay in the darkness.
Right.
It's true कि we cannot like focus on everything and be everywhere all at the same time, but if एकजनाले एउटा issue उठाउनु भयो भने I can like inspire so many other people like to find something that excites them and something that they want to work on. And you say, I think talking about advocacy, it should not be just limited to people who come from pageantry. We should be pressurizing everyone, maybe somebody who comes from the field of cricket, from the football and media and everywhere. Even students who are at the schools, उनीहरुलाई पनि हामीले सानै उमेरदेखि we should let them know कि you should be involved in something that contributes to the society भनेर. So यसरी नै अगाडि बढ्यौं भने चाहिँ I think we can like यसको like अझै ठुलो स्कोप हामी देख्न सक्छौं about advocacies, but एकजनाले मात्र म सबै कुरा गर्छु भने it's definitely not possible, but गर्न छोड्नुहुन्न. हजुर.
Each day is a banda better garna, so we should always try that. Right? So while being on the pageant journey, yahaले चाहिँ आफ्नो strength चाहिँ test भएको के भन्छ नि? When was that moment? Can you recall it?
Just 2 to 3 days ago, like I think I was like getting so many calls because you know you have to manage so many things, and I think त्यति बेला चाहिँ I was like picking up calls one after another, and त्यति बेला चाहिँ I felt like, oh my god, this is really tough.
Okay.
Another moment would definitely be stage when you're out there and audience is in front of you, so many emotions inside of you.
Right.
So you really need to be prepared for that moment. Just the I think last pageant, but even in my national pageant, I don't think I was prepared for everything that was about to come in front of me. So I think this time I'm going to keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So many emotions at the same time, right? So how do you like judge your own जुन चाहिँ यहाँको entire preparation or like stage day के performance पनि, because you had this always on your mind कि म Miss Globe नै title लिन्छु भनेर कि, because there were other titles as well.
There were other titles.
Right? So के थियो यहाँको चाहिँ र overall आफ्नो journey अहिले यसो sum up गर्नु पर्दा before you leave to the international journey, how do you do that?
Suruमा चाहिँ, as you know, I come from the field of chemistry, and it's a very tough field, and if you have like some months go gap, there are chances that you are going to forget everything that you read.
Right.
So what I wanted to do was like I wanted that title that was like very close, just because छिट्टै सबै international competition पनि सकिन्छ, and so मलाई easy was to pursue my master's degree थियो.
Okay.
So I wanted some other title at the beginning, but at the end I ended up realizing that I was always meant for Globe, because audition को day मा पनि ठिक्क एक दिन अगाडि accident भएर आउँदाखेरि मेरो judging panel मा there was Miss Globe in front of me, and Miss Globe को director Frankie हुनुहुन्थ्यो. So उहाँहरूले they got to know about my journey नि त. उहाँहरूलाई सुरुदेखि नै थाहा भयो कि ऊ यस्तो ब्याकग्राउन्डबाट आयो, हिजो भर्खर उसको एक्सिडेन्ट भएको थियो र पनि ऊ एज अ अडिसनमा आयो, त्यो सबै कुरा थाहा भइरहँदा चाहिँ I think Globe is the pageant that I should be going and should share more about my journey, because those are the people that really cared that day. They said things like I wish that your parents speedy recovery होस् तपाईको parents को, and सबै कुरा बुझ्नु भयो. So उहाँहरूलाई नै गएर बाँकीको story, how everything is going to सुनाउनु पाउनु चाहिँ I think this would be a greatest honor, and I was meant for Globe.
Okay, no complaints at all.
Hazur.
Right. So moving on, we do have this segment named to Glam to Give Them on our show, where I'll be asking you few questions regarding pageantry, regarding your personal life, and if you don't want to answer those questions, you can skip that as well. So my first question for you would be, so chemistry lab coat or glamorous gown, what feels more like Riju?
A lab coat.
Okay.
Lab coat.
Okay. So if you could sketch anyone in this world right now, who would it be?
I think I would love to sketch our Miss Globe 2024, Diana Moreno.
Okay. The first Nepali snack you'll miss when you go to Albania?
Dal bhat for sure.
Dal bhat, Nepali food.
Yeah.
Right. So morning coffee or evening tea?
Actually, I'm neither coffee nor tea kind of person,
Okay.
so none.
Okay. So you are early bird or night owl?
I'm a night owl.
Night owl. Okay. So which chemistry element best represent your personality?
Sodium.
Sodium. Why?
Sodium because एकदमै सुरुमा त एकदम काम जस्तो देख्छ, but the moment you put it in water, it burns.
But I don't feel like you represent that at all. अहिलेसम्मको हाम्रो भेट अनुसार चाहिँ हैन भन्नुहुन्छ त्यस्तो?
हजुर.
आफ्नो फ्रेन्ड सर्कलमा त्यस्तो भन्नुहुन्छ? First you're very calm,
and my friends have said
and then you turn out to be very chaotic like that.
You just need that water to like ignite you.
Okay. Okay. So if road safety had a slogan written by you, what would it be in just 3 words?
Save yourself.
Okay. So your guilty pleasure in like movies or any kind of series that you have watched, you'd like to watch it again and again?
Wednesday,
okay. So how many times have you rewatched it?
I think more than 3 times.
Really?
Season 2, season 1 I don't even remember.
Oh, okay.
Even if I find like just the YouTube clips, I'll just go in and watching.
Okay. So one artist you would love to collaborate with for a sketch?
I think at this moment, maybe Frankie.
Okay. So sari or cocktail dress, what makes you feel more confident?
Sari, always sari.
Okay. So what's the funniest memory from behind the scenes of Miss Globe?
I think the moment when we're always like the backstage, it's always chaotic and normal कुरा जुन गर्नुपर्ने छ त्यो पनि आइरा हुँदैन, and that's really surprising and yeah.
Okay. Funniest memory?
हजुर.
Okay. If you had to give a chemistry inspired nicknames to your friends from the pageant, what would be that?
Maybe Ammonia.
Ammonia? Who is Ammonia?
Ammonia would be, I don't know, maybe Sid, Mr. International Nepal.
Okay.
And I think Anisha would be calcium. And Sumnima would be a sulfur. Okay. And Santosh Upadhyay would be, what would he be? KCN? Potassium cyanide.
Potassium cyanide. Okay. Okay. So your favorite way to de-stress, what would it be? Sketching, singing or Netflix?
Sketching.
I
sketch a lot when I'm stressed.
Okay. So who's the first person you'll call if you win Miss Globe in Albania?
Oh, my mom. My mom. She's always been there with me from the very beginning. So
I really hope that day comes soon. Okay. So if you had to create a sketch of your Miss Globe journey so far, what's the one symbol you'll definitely include on that?
Everything background was a bit chaotic and I'm like just still and calm.
Oh, unbothered. Wow, very nice. So with that, we conclude this round as well, and you tried to answer every question in a very fun way. So moving on, अब नेपाललाई represent गरेर जाँदै गर्दा धेरै pressure हुन्छ, but then you still say that you're very calm and not bothered with anything. There's so many things that you need to take care of, dresses देखि लिएर हैन, each and everything. How are you managing it, and is your organizer supporting you on that?
Yes, they're very supportive, and as you mentioned, सबैभन्दा hectic भएको थियो. I have like collected so many outfits because we're going to be there for like 17 plus days. So outfits collect भएको छ, but like to put it and like pack it in a bag, it's like really hectic. So I've been struggling with that, and aru ta like I think I've handled it really well somehow.
Okay. So moving on, there's this misconception for the pageant winners especially, they have like two faces भनेर चाहिँ धेरैजनाले भन्नुहुन्छ र रिसेन्टली चाहिँ पेजेन्टमा लाग्नु भएको धेरैजना अलिकति बढी क्रिटिसिजमहरु पनि हामीले देखिरहेका छौं. सो यो स्टेरियोटाइप अलिकति ब्रेक गर्न यहाँको आफ्नो पर्सनल तर्फबाट चाहिँ के कस्तो स्टेप हुन्छ होला, कहिले सोच्नु भएको छ यो कुरा?
It's really impossible to break the stereotype. You know why? Because everybody has different personalities and we cannot really dictate others to behave a certain way. But what we can do is like we can teach ourselves, we can learn from their journey and just tell ourselves to be better than the day than we were the other day. So we cannot control other people, but we can only control ourselves. So just be better than what you were yesterday.
Okay. So not to follow the same mistakes that they have done, maybe.
Yeah.
त्यो चाहिँ गर्न सकिँदैन, right?
Just learn from them.
Learn from them, right? So you have been into different dimensions, right? Art, science, pageant. So multi-dimensional woman भनेर आफूलाई भन्न सकिन्छ होला सायद, हैन? यो सबै फिल्डमा लागिराख्दा र इक्वली ब्यालेन्स पनि गर्न सक्दा चाहिँ. सो एउटा फिल्ड समात्नै त्यति गाह्रो हुँदैन, तर त्यसलाई नै कन्टिन्युटी दिएर अगाडि बढ्नलाई र त्यसमा राम्रो गर्नको लागि चाहिँ अलिकति च्यालेन्जिङ नै हुन्छ. So how do you define these things? Multi-dimensional woman को ट्याग दिइराख्दाखेरि.
I find women, like, not just me, but I see so many women, for example you, we've been doing like we're learned to handle, we have like, we're always taught to do so many things at the same time. We're going through so much, our body is always going through so much, we somehow manage everything. And like I just remembered I was on my period on my like finale ko night ma, but still त्यति बेला just bedma rest गर्नुको साथ I was out there on the stage answering
with all
questions
those heels,
and walking
gowns,
in those heels. So that day I realized oh my god, we're so powerful. And so many women have done that, so many women have gone through so much in their worst of days. So I think I find them very powerful. So म भन्दा अरु अझ बडी गर्ने वुमेनहरु I see so much, I get inspired by their journey. And मलाई चाहिँ एकदम खुसी लाग्छ उहाँहरु जस्तै हुँ जस्तो लाग्छ.
Okay. So celebration of womanhood, एक हिसाबले, right? It's always lovely to see those young, also inspiring, powerful women. हैन उहाँहरुले झन् कति कुरा balance. These days we have been so many women doing their own business start पनि गर्नु भएको. It's like really, really inspiring.
And they handle everything so perfectly, and it just makes me realize like अहिले हाम्रो festive season मा पनि we see like goddesses with so many hands.
Right.
I think it literally is giving us a message that you're a woman, you can do anything, do everything at the same time.
Right. That representation just buzzes us, हैन, गर्नलाई धेरै कुराहरु पनि. There's so many young girls out there who wants to come to the pageant, of course, and internationally Nepal represent गर्ने सपना धेरै जनाले देखिराख्नु भएको हुन सक्छ. So you about to go to that international stage with all the pride, hard work, dedication, and so much of energy. So what message do you have to all those young girls out there who is watching us right now?
I think I just want to tell them that be strong first of all. Never lose your temper. You just be calm, stay calm, and just be prepared. If you're fully prepared, nothing can stop you at the end of the day. If it's yours, it's going to be yours.
Okay. So if you win Miss Globe title, how would you like to serve the community, Nepalese community especially?
I'm going to create history first of all, and regardless of winning the pageant or not, I think it's my responsibility to always come back to my country no matter where I go. Does not matter if I go out for studies or somewhere, I should always come back. Or if I didn't come back, I should always serve my country and give it back to the community in whatever ways I can, regardless of winning the crown or not. I think मैले चाहिँ अहिलेदेखि नै mindset चाहिँ यही बनाउनु पर्छ कि Miss Globe भयो भने मात्र गर्ने हैन. You should always be trying to give back to your country in whatever ways possible. Be it a good student, but if you're a student, like there's so many students who might be watching us, what can you do for the country? Just study hard and be a very good asset for your country. And whatever field that you're in right now, they feel if we started exceeding, त्यो नै त हाम्रो greatest contribution हो for our community and our country. So त्यही नै भन्न चाहन्छु. I'm gonna do my best in my fields and just be a good citizen, be a good asset for my country, regardless of the crown or not.
Right. Very true. One needs to perform his or her duties, and as je ho te afno responsibility fulfill गर्ने बित्तिकै I think everything will fall in the right place as well.
That is exactly what Krishna said.
Right, very true. On that note, we are at the end of the show. It was lovely talking to you, Riju. Wish you all the best for your international pageantry journey. We really hope you do really well. I know you will do that well as well. र के हामीले एउटा ranking title चाहिँ definitely expect गरेको छौं यहाँबाट.
Thank you.
Hi.
I hope to make you proud and all of the people who have supported me and every Nepali proud through my journey at Miss Globe. Thank you.
Thank you. All the very best. So with that amazing conversation with Miss Nepal Globe 2025, Miss Riju Bhattarai, we are at the end of the show. You can also watch this episode by logging on to www.ntv.org.np and also on our YouTube channel. This is Rojika and the team signing off for today. I'll see you next week at the same time. Till then, take care, bye-bye, and also keep watching NTV+.